Hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Premier League title race because a few people had been tweeting me and asking me the question like, do you think Manchester United could actually win the title this year? You know, the title race is wide open. You know, if we win our game in hand, we're only 3 points first. So in today's video I'm going to talk about, can Man United win the Premier League title? Is it possible? Well, yes, anything's possible. The title race itself, what I believe could happen, and more like my thoughts on the whole situation. Now, first things first, before I get a few dislikes and comments going, you deluded Man United fan, you're not going to win the Premier League title. I never said Manchester United are going to win the Premier League title. You know, looking at our transfer window going into the season, top 4 is all I wanted. I'd be happy with top 4. If we won the title, I'd be gassed. But, you know, Ollie didn't get the signings he wants. We're a little inconsistent, but the teams around us are bad, so yeah, it's possible. Leicester won the title, but right now, I'm just going to first things first say, I don't think Manchester United will win the Premier League title. We could be in a title race because everyone around us is dropping points if this continues, but I don't have any expectations of Manchester United winning the title before I get a few "you're deluded Man United fan." This video is just talking about the title race. Can Manchester United win the title? And just having a conversation about the title race in general. So please hit that like button and subscribe down below if you're new to Alice Talks Football, so you don't miss daily Manchester United related content from me. Share this video with your friends and let's get into it. Now, we have a game in hand. If we win that game in hand, we're only 3 points off Everton, and that game in hand is against Arsenal, so we'd be taking points off a rival. Well, technically it's against Burnley, but our next game is against Arsenal, so that don't make sense. But we'd only be 3 points off first, which, you know, considering the start we had to the season, I'll bloody take that. We're so early on in the season that we can't really tell where it's going. But here's my thoughts. Okay, Everton, they have a good starting 11, but 1 or 2 players gets injured. There's no bench depth, squad depth. The wheels are gonna fall off. You know, Everton could do the unthinkable, but I think an injury to Calvert-Lewin, you know, Richarlison's red card, James Rodriguez doesn't have the best reputation for staying fit. I don't think Everton will win the title. Now, we could look back at this clip, this sound like a mug. They've had a great start, but I think there's going to be a point where they just, if you get what I'm saying. Now, Aston Villa, I mean, they could do the Leicester City, just survive relegation, then win the league next season. They've got some great players in Grealish, McGinn, but again, I think Aston Villa is a momentum team. I think they're the type of team that will get a good winning streak. They might have a losing streak. I think Aston Villa have the ability to definitely finish in the top 10 and like maybe push for top 6 with the way they've started. You know, I think I predicted them to stay up, but I don't think Aston Villa will continue on. But, you know, I'm not a psychic, I could be wrong. Remember, Leicester won the league. Now, Leicester City could do the unthinkable again and win the league. And Leicester City are a good team with some good players, and you never write off Leicester City. And I think Leicester City, again, this season, will probably be in the top 4 race. I think the top 4 is wide open for teams like Everton, Leicester, maybe if Wolves get a good run together. Aston Villa, even if they continue their good form, although they just lose to Leeds. I mean, Leeds could even get something this season. I think the league is so wide open, so I think the top 4 race is on. And to the top 6, okay? The main rivals. Now, Liverpool were probably the favourites to win the league again, but they've lost Virgil van Dijk. And now I think Trent Alexander-Arnold has been very disappointing and very poor this season. They've lost Virgil van Dijk, so the defensive stability's gone down. They also have Adrian in goal with Alisson's injury record, and Alisson and Van Dijk were those 2 players that took Liverpool from a top 4 team to a Champions team in a way. Do you remember when they got Alisson and Van Dijk in and they just sort of changed as a team? So it could have a big impact on them. I still think Liverpool have the best squad in the league, but I just think defensively, you know, Trent is not a good defender, let's be honest. He's good at getting forward, but he's not a good defender. Joe Gomez, I think he's a solid centre-back, but he's going to get exposed without Van Dijk next to him. Robertson, I rate as a solid player, but, you know, depending on if Alisson can stay fit, if the Adrian's in goal, Liverpool could have problems defensively. However, they're very good going forward, so they could cancel that out. I think Liverpool will be in the title race, but I think with Van Dijk getting injured, it's not going to be as easy as last season. Now, Manchester City, maybe the most overrated team in the Premier League, and I'm a Man United fan, so of course I'm going to diss Man City. But, so Pep Guardiola, he's a bit of a fraud right now. He's spending money, but he's not improving the players. He's just spending money at his problems. Man City's defence is very shaky. Laporte can't stay fit. Going forward, Sterling misses like half the chances De Bruyne puts on a plate for him. Aguero can't stay fit. Gabby Jesus is a hit and miss player. Mahrez is a solid player. You know, Man City have a very good team, but they're not playing that well together and they're dropping points. And I think, you know, De Bruyne is the main force in that team. I think now they've lost company, now they've lost David Silva, they've kind of lost the core of their team and they almost need a rebuild and to spend more and more money. And I think Man City, if they get a good run together and find where they're at, they could win with Liverpool dropping points. But I don't think Man City look particularly good. Arsenal, banter FC. Arteta's the best ever. Yeah. All this down. Oh, we got Partey, we've got Arteta, we've got Aubameyang. Harry Maguire has more goals than Aubameyang. Arsenal fans, stay on Twitter. You're not going to win the league. I don't want to talk about Arsenal. Okay, if Arsenal win, I'd rather Liverpool win the league than Arsenal, because just Arsenal fans on Twitter are so bloody annoying. Okay, let's talk about Spurs, and then we'll talk about Man United and Chelsea. So Tottenham are, I think, that team with Jose Mourinho where they could do the unthinkable. You know, Spurs don't win trophies, but that's why they got Mourinho. Mourinho and money equals a trophy. We know that. Mourinho won multiple trophies at Man United. And he didn't even get back to get the players that you want, but he got some money. Mourinho is still a top-class manager. He's just a little, maybe, old-fashioned. And I think, you know, it would be surprising, but I think if Spurs can get a good run of form and stay consistent, and Kane and Son can stay fit, Spurs could win the league. I say that now. I think with Liverpool's injuries and Man City's inconsistency, Spurs have a well and true chance of winning the league. And Chelsea could actually win the league this year. They spent all that money, you know. Ideally, right now, you think with the form of Man City and Liverpool and the money Chelsea spent, you'd be back in Chelsea, right? But they seem to be underperforming, and I don't know if it's because the squad hasn't gelled together. I don't know if it's because Lampard hasn't found his best squad. But, you know, Chelsea have been disappointed, but if Chelsea can start to gel and get a good run together, Chelsea could be one of those teams come Christmas that look really good and look like they win the league. And finally, our team, my team, hopefully your team, Manchester United. Can Manchester United win the league? Yes and no. I don't think we will, but it is possible. We know, obviously when Bruno Fernandes joined, we went 14 games unbeaten. We still have all those players that went 14 games unbeaten, did the double over Manchester City and stuff. I think if Bruno Fernandes can stay fit all season and Rashford and Martial can stay fit all season, there's a chance. I think with Man United, it depends on momentum and injuries. If we get good momentum going, we play well. We look like a threat. But obviously, again, we're a little bit like Everton. We don't have the best bench depth. Rashford gets injured, Dan James. Massive difference. I think, you know, Bruno, Van der Beek, Pogba, Fred, Matic, McTominay, Pogba, that's a very good midfield. Defence again though, can our defence win the league? Probably not, but if Axel Tuanzebe can stay fit, he could probably improve that defence. We did have the second best defensive record across the top 5 leagues last season and the third best in the Premier League. So, you know what? There is a chance. I think with Manchester United, if we'd have got Upamecano, if we'd have got Sancho, if we'd have got Grealish like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanted, we'd probably be sitting here like boom, 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 boom. Maybe, we would, maybe, who knows. But I think with Manchester United, our luck in winning the league is staying fit, building up momentum, winning games, obviously, but also other teams around us dropping points. If other teams around us continue to drop points and we manage to stay fit and get a good run of games going, a good momentum up, there's every chance Manchester United can win the league. I don't think we will. You know, I would love us to, I don't think we will, but there is a chance. Maybe if the board cared about the club, in January they spend some money and think, oh, this is the year Man United could win the league because City and Liverpool aren't up to it. City and Liverpool haven't been good enough. Who knows? Now let me know in the comment section down below, do you think Manchester United can win the league? And right now, it's really hard to predict who's going to win the league, but who do you think is going to win the league? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you have not already, please hit that like button, subscribe down below, share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.